What if I told you that most of the financial decisions you make right now could either set you up for life-changing wealth or push you into a future of financial regret? Sounds intense, doesn't it? But the truth is, the mistakes you make today could cost you big time, emotionally, mentally, and financially. Here's the scary reality. You'll be sabotaging your financial future without even knowing it. But don't worry, I'm here to help. Today, I'm going to break down the 5 most common money mistakes young adults make in their 20s, and more importantly, how to avoid them so you don't end up broke, stressed, and wishing you'd made better choices. Let's turn that fear into excitement. You change your financial future today. And yes, it starts with understanding these 5 key mistakes. First up, the silent killer of your financial health. You might be thinking, budgeting? That sounds so restrictive and boring. But trust me, I used to think the same thing. Before I started budgeting, I felt like I was hemorrhaging money every month. I had no idea where it was all going. Sound familiar? You may feel like you're in control, but without tracking your spending, you're essentially flying blind. And let me tell you, you crash. Over time, little purchases here and there add up. Whether it's that daily coffee, weekend brunch, or online shopping. It feels small, right? But when the dust settles, you're left wondering where your paycheck went. You might be thinking, it's just $5. Well, that's $1,825 a year you could be putting into investments. That's a nice chunk of change for retirement, or better yet, a down payment on your dream house. Are you really okay with spending that on overpriced lattes? The truth is, budgeting isn't about restricting yourself. It's about understanding where your money is going and making conscious choices about how you want to spend it. Think about it this way. If you were building a house, you wouldn't just start throwing bricks together without a plan, right? You'd have a blueprint, a budget, and a clear understanding of where every dollar was going. Your financial life deserves the same level of attention. There are tons of budgeting apps out there that make it easier than ever to track your spending. Find one that works for you and commit to tracking your expenses for at least a month. You might be surprised by what you discover. Once you start tracking, set some financial goals. These could be short-term, like saving for a vacation, or long-term, like buying a house or retiring early. Having clear goals gives you something to work towards and makes the process of budgeting feel more rewarding. Share your goals with someone you trust. This could be a partner, a friend, or even a financial advisor. Having someone to hold you accountable can make a big difference. Remember, your budget isn't set in stone. It's a living document that you can adjust as your financial situation changes. The key is to stay flexible and keep your eyes on the prize. Over time, you'll find that budgeting not only helps you save money, but also reduces financial stress. So, start today. Take control of your financial future and turn that silent wealth killer into a powerful tool for building the life you want. Next up, the trap of debt. And no, I'm not talking about the good kind of debt like a student loan or mortgage. These types of debt can be considered investments in your future, helping you build a career or own a home. I'm talking about credit card debt, payday loans, and loans you can't afford to pay off. These are the kinds of debt that can spiral out of control quickly. You might think you can manage it. Just pay the minimum, right? Wrong. Paying only the minimum keeps you in debt longer and costs you more in interest. If you carry a balance month to month, those interest rates can bury you alive. The debt grows faster than you can pay it off. The average credit card APR is 20%, and trust me, that's money you'll never see again. It's a financial black hole. It's like throwing money away every single month. Imagine all the things you could do with that money instead. Imagine taking a $20 bill and setting it on fire. That's essentially what you're doing when you pay high credit card interest. It's a waste of your hard-earned cash. The longer you let this grow, the harder it becomes to escape. Debt can feel like quicksand, pulling you deeper and deeper. And when you're in your 20s, compounding interest is not your friend. It's a villain. It works against you, making your debt grow exponentially. Instead of working for you, It's working against you, making it harder and harder to get ahead. It's like trying to climb a mountain with a heavy backpack. So what's the solution? Pay it off. And fast. The quicker you eliminate your debt, the less you'll pay in interest. Don't wait for the interest monster to eat you alive. Take action now before it's too late. Create a debt repayment plan, whether it's the snowball method, paying off the smallest debts first, to build momentum and motivation, or the avalanche method, tackling the highest interest rates first, to save the most money in the long run. But remember, it's not just about paying off debt. It's about avoiding it in the first place. Prevention is key. Live within your means. Build an emergency fund so you don't have to rely on credit cards, and be mindful of your spending habits. Regularly review your finances and adjust your budget as needed. Achieving financial freedom is possible, but it requires discipline and a proactive approach. Don't let debt control your life. Take charge and make smart financial decisions today. Chapter 3. The Magic of Compounding. Start investing early. Here's a powerful one: not investing early enough. So many young adults think investing is something they'll do later, once they have more money or are older. But let me tell you, waiting is the biggest mistake you can make. Time is your greatest ally when it comes to investing. The stock market has historically provided an average return of 7 to 8% annually, but the key is to start early. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. If you start investing just $100 per month at 22, you'll have over $200,000 by the time you're 60. That's the power of compounding interest working in your favor. Wait until you're 30, and that number drops to about $120,000. That's a significant difference. The earlier you start, the more your money works for you. It's like planting a tree. The sooner you plant it, the sooner it grows and bears fruit. That's the power of compounding. It's the process where your investment earnings generate their own earnings, and it's something you can harness right now. You don't need a lot of money to get started. Think about it. Your future self will thank you. Imagine the peace of mind knowing you've secured your financial future. You'll be in the position to build real wealth. So, stop waiting. The best time to start investing was yesterday. The next best time is today. The earlier you invest, the bigger your returns. It's a simple equation. More time equals more growth. Now you might be thinking, but I don't know anything about investing, and that's okay. Everyone starts somewhere. There are tons of resources available to help you get started. From online courses to financial advisors, the information is at your fingertips. You can start by investing in low-cost index funds, which are a great way to diversify your investments without needing to pick individual stocks. Index funds are basically baskets of stocks that track the overall market. They offer a simple and effective way to start building wealth over time. It's a simple and effective way to start building wealth over time. You don't need to be an expert to get started. Remember, even small amounts add up over time. Consistency is key. Regular, small investments can grow significantly over the years. The most important thing is to start now and let the magic of compounding work its magic. Your future self will be grateful for the decisions you make today. Chapter 4. Don't panic sell. Weathering the market storms. Now let's talk about a big emotional mistake many investors make. Panic selling when the market drops. It's natural to feel scared when you see your investments losing value. But remember, the market is like a roller coaster. It goes up, it goes down, but over the long term, it tends to go up. When the market crashes, your first instinct might be to sell everything and get out. But guess what? That's the worst thing you can do. The market always bounces back. In fact, if you sold during every market dip, you'd miss out on some of the biggest rallies in history. True investors, those who get rich, stay the course. They don't panic. They know that drops are temporary, and patience is the key to long-term gains. Remember, when the market is down, it's like buying everything on sale. Use these opportunities to your advantage and continue investing. One of the best ways to avoid panic selling is to have a long-term investment plan and stick to it. Don't check your portfolio every day. That's a recipe for anxiety. Instead, focus on your goals and remember that time is on your side. Chapter 5. The Power of a Plan. Chart your financial future. Finally, the biggest mistake of all. Not having a clear long-term financial plan. It's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind of life, but without a clear plan, you're just drifting, and drifting never leads to success. Where do you want to be in 5, 10, 20 years? Without a vision, it's easy to get distracted. But with a clear plan, you can prioritize your goals, track your progress, and stay focused on the big picture. Think about what's important to you. Do you want to travel the world, retire early, buy your dream home? Once you have a clear vision, you can start creating a plan to make it happen. Start with a financial blueprint. Outline your savings goals, set up automatic contributions to investments, and make sure you're working towards the lifestyle you want, not just surviving. Remember, your financial plan is a living document. It should evolve as your life changes. And don't be afraid to seek professional help. A financial advisor can help you create a personalized plan that aligns with your goals and risk tolerance. Outro. Take control of your financial future. Remember, your future starts today. The choices you make now will have a ripple effect on your financial well-being for years to come. By avoiding these common money mistakes, you're setting yourself up for a brighter and more secure financial future. So, take charge of your finances, make smart decisions, and watch your wealth grow. Let's make it a great one.